Hello. How's everyone doing? Hello, Nicholas. How are you? Okay, so I am returning to practice streams and I have you guys to thank for this. Hey Lilac, how are you? Um, so I kind of wanted to give you guys, I guess, a bit of an like a where did practice streams go and why are they back kind of spiel. So last year around this time, um, I very soon came down with COVID for the first time. Um, and then, was it for the first time? I think so. I think did I get COVID? I don't know if it was COVID or if it was I just got really sick, but I think it was COVID. And so in September of like I was already kind of wishy-washy with my practice streams in the late summer last year. And then in September I got really sick. And so I couldn't really play much anyway. So I kind of took that time to sort of regroup. Um, I ended up getting a therapist. I don't know if I told you guys, but I did end up starting to see a therapist, and we worked through a lot of my personal issues over the last year or so, and so I kind of wanted to keep some quiet time to myself to reflect and to kind of work through my own issues. And so yeah, practice streams kind of disappeared because I was like, wait, I kind of need some time to myself to rest, reflect. And also I was starting to feel a little bit of pressure actually from my practice streams. I felt like I had to deliver results. I had to, get better. I had to, etc. It's just all of the typical practice things actually started to get to my head. And so, yeah, I just haven't done practice streams for about a year now, I think about a year now. And yeah, the therapy has really helped a lot. And so when I went to NFA this year, which was like a week ago, a little bit more than a week ago, um, I just felt like I could be completely present for you guys. So when I saw you guys there and I met you guys there and chatted with you guys, I felt like I could actually be fully present. And because I was fully present, I was able to really understand and hear what you guys, like about my content, what you guys find, like what you guys prefer about my content. And what I realized is that, practice streams, even though I felt they were somewhat extraneous content, I learned that this was actually a safe space for you guys to breathe and just be curious, be nerds, no judgment. It doesn't matter what level you are. You could be a professional, you can be an amateur, you can just not even play the flute. I know that some of you guys don't even play the flute. And we don't judge. This is just a safe space to be curious, ask questions. You can ask questions about playing the flute even if you don't play the flute. And yeah, I was present enough this year to actually hear that you guys like that about this type of content. So I was like, I have to restart it. I have to continue it. And now I have a different framework in mind for this content. This is not about me getting better. This is not about showing myself off. This is for me to just provide a chill corner of the internet where we can just breathe and we can just be ourselves and be curious, have fun, just forget about the pressures of, career and stuff like that. So I will be bringing in this mindset into my reviews from now on as well. Pretty much all of my content, including the fact that now I'm more active on Instagram now. I'm realizing that I find energy from providing that safe space for you guys, and rather than promoting myself. I feel a lot of pressure from promoting myself, and I hate it. I find it very disingenuous, and I feel like I have to be super fake. I hate it. So, but now that I have this completely different mindset of like, no, I am providing a space for you guys to breathe and to say that I see you and I hear you and I validate you and we validate each other. We're all human and we're just kind of trying to live life together. That's it. So yeah, it was just kind of one of those things that made me realize what part of my content, like really is the important part of my content. And as it turns out, like a bunch of you guys really like my story time stuff. So that's why I'm doing an AMA right after this, where you guys ask me anything you want and I'll just tell stories. I learned that you guys really like that stuff. Which all this kind of like safe space and like, telling stories and just being human, I legitimately thought of it as extraneous content. That it's just like, oh, I just happen to be like that, rather than that being my main content. And now I am just going to make it my main content, that like this is a safe space. So that's why I'm back. And it is really because you guys, inspired me and helped me realize what my content is for. So that's why we're here. But now that I'm done with my, my reintroduction into practice streams, let's say hello to everyone as we always do. Hello, Nicholas, just another flute guy. Lilac, Michael, Noel, or is it Noel? Is it Noel or Noel? I feel like I've asked you this before. Miguel, Virkosen, how are all of you today? And to my lurkers, hello as well. Feel free to let me know what your drink of choice is for the afternoon. It's afternoon on my side of the world right now. So let me know what your afternoon drink is right now. Looks like most people are having coffee. But yeah, so I have decided to take things slower with my practicing. I'm not going to jam as much into an hour. So within 1 hour, we're only doing a few things. So I'm basically taking my practice checklist from before and splitting it into 2 different days. So first day is going to be the first half of the old practice checklist, and the second day is going to be the second half. And we will be practicing on stream twice a week. So today is only going to be harmonics, and I'm just going to let myself spend some time on harmonics. I haven't spent really good quality time on harmonics, for a while. So I'm going to spend some quality time on harmonics, and then we will go back into some Moyes de la sonorite, picking up where we last left off, but I'm just going to let myself sit in it for a good long while. And then we will do a little bit of Moyes 480 exercises, also picking up where we last left off. And again, just letting myself explore, have some fun. We're not trying to reach perfection today. We're just exploring. We're having fun. We're being curious. And then I'm going to learn Alysia from Clair Obscure Expedition 33 from a fan transcription that I found on MuseScore. But yeah, I've been wanting to memorize that one because it's gorgeous and beautiful, and it's very French. And I feel like it can help me sort of like unlock my French side of playing the flute. And I feel like it will improve my interpretation of Ibert. I think it will improve my interpretation of just like all French, very luxurious romantic music. So yeah, if you guys haven't played it already or haven't heard of it, Clair Obscure Expedition 33 is amazing. I've already beaten it. I actually started New Game Plus already. I had to start New Game Plus because I didn't get the first mime. So now that I have the first mime, I have every achievement. So yeah, I love this game. It has become my #1 game of all time. And like it surpassed everything. Just everything about it is gorgeous. The music, the acting, the voice acting, the mocap, the storytelling, the lore, the just the art. It's just, oh, it is everything. So yeah, it's wonderful and amazing. So yeah. Am I doing turnarounds? Not yet. I was going to ease myself into this stuff. I still have it on the list, but I was thinking I would add them in next month. That's what I was thinking. But you can please remind me, Nicholas, to add it in next month. Vircos and NFA 2027, maybe right smack in the middle of marching band camp. Yeah, no, but Nicholas, I did see it, but I wanted to do it. I was going to. And then I was like, no. I need to like ease myself into this. Got to ease myself in. Noel. Got it, Noel. I did remember, I remember asking you before. So, anyway, so Nicholas, are you feeling European today? Is that why you're having your sparkling water? I love it. Fancy. Do you have it that like, you know, the thing at home that you can get at home that like fizzes your water for you? Do you have that? Is that how, I don't know, like we've thought of getting something like that before because some of our friends have it and we're just like, man, that is fancy. Like you can feel fancy while drinking water, you know? Oh, unfortunately not that bougie. It's okay, we're not that bougie either. We don't have that. All right, Michael, have fun. Well, we'll see you when we're here. Like, I mean, like I'm going to be here for the rest of the afternoon because after this we're going to, do an AMA. But yeah, Saturday. How are you? Welcome back. Okay, Miguel, it was wonderful to chat with you again. It was wonderful. I love like being able to like see you guys in the flesh. It is amazing. Yeah, NFA, I agree, right? We came back from NFA ready to practice, didn't we? Even me. It was so inspirational. Hearing everyone's stories, like so many of you came up to me to talk to me and I was able to hear your journey thus far and your dreams. And it's just so inspirational. You guys are doing such good work out there. Like, I'm so proud of y'all. Like, y'all are amazing. I love you guys. Saturday, you're getting back into the practice groove after cataract surgery and a stupid foot injury. Oh my gosh, so much to recover from. I hope you're pretty much on the tail end of your recovery. I hope so. Yeah. You know what? Let's all get back into practicing together. So I do have my flute out. I've just been looking at my previous streams and I've been looking at kind of like the sort of like the video composition of it. And I realized that sometimes the second camera is in the way. But if I want to show you guys something, don't worry. It's still there. Okay. But it's just while I'm practicing, I'm going to put it away. Let's see. Now, I got my practice checklist. There you go. Okay. So, I should probably, I need my little highlight, don't I? There we go. So I'm going to, oh no. Oh, okay. There. Okay. Cool. So got my little highlight so I can show people where we are in the practice checklist. Just so for anyone who's dropping in, then they'll know what we're doing. But yeah. Yeah, it brings back memories. It's back. I was looking into making this a little less scuffy, but I haven't seen like a widget that will do exactly what I want it to do. You know, like I'm very picky and I want it to look like this. Sometimes it's just not looking the way I want it to. There's charm to it though. The scuff, I understand. I I do enjoy when I watch streamers and they're like slightly scuffy, and I can kind of tell exactly what they're doing in OBS, and I'm like, I know what you're doing, and it is scuffy. Very, very scuffy. Like, it is not like an official widget or anything. This is just you like literally just making it happen by layering things. The doodly feel. Yeah, you're right. Oh, it's giving me some ideas. It's giving me some ideas. But anyway, okay. So we have my flute here. For anyone who is not in the know, I ended up getting a C-foot joint this past year. Like I received it like on literally the last day of 2024. So, you know, my harmonics, I've done some work on it on my own, but I think not as in depth as I'm about to go into right now. So I'm really excited. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so I was actually somewhat adjusting my posture there. I'm definitely feeling like I'm going back to my old posture where I roll in the keys too far. So I do want to go back to my like really good rockstro grip, because that way I'll keep the weight of the flute on the side of my index finger rather than gripping with my thumb, because you want to free up your thumb to be able to move with complete ease. So I was just working on that right now. I know, it finally looks like a regular size flute on me now, right? Because of the C-foot joint. Finally. All right, took me a second to find it. I know that it needs to sit lower and more forward. I think I was shoving that high G too forward. It needs to sit lower. So I'm feeling it right now kind of on the bottom edge of my like inner top lip. That's kind of where I'm feeling it personally. It is a slightly different spot than when I had the B foot joint on. So at least I'm finding it faster these days, but I definitely need to practice it such that it becomes my new default. So let's see. It's actually slightly further back than I think it should be. Interesting. Okay, so slightly further back. I need to kind of open up the space a little bit behind my teeth, actually. hitting it bang on every time now. Okay, we keep going. I think I got so used to playing very French style flutes where everything is in front of the teeth. Those high notes are actually behind my teeth. And that's actually where I want them to be, but I think I've just gotten used to a lot of the more like vintage way of playing. So I need to let myself go behind the teeth for the really high notes. Okay, so I do want to make that high D a part of my usual. I would like to make it part of my usual. I do notice that getting it on a low, like on a B foot joint, is definitely way harder. But yeah, so I'm gonna work on that high D for a bit right now because I want to see if I can place it exactly. It is definitely a little higher in the mouth than the C. I'm currently experimenting to see if I need to like kind of like do that stupid thing that I do where I kind of tilt my head back and open higher and really concentrate that air bubble as high as it can go. But yes, it is way less resistant because of the C foot joint. So yeah, I do actually think that playing a C foot joint is more appropriate for someone with a smaller mouth. For someone with a huge mouth, they may actually find it to be really cramped. So moving to a B foot joint where it just sort of stretches out that map of where the air bubble sits in the mouth definitely would be way more comfortable for them. So I do kind of wish that C foot, B foot was like a true seen as like a 50-50 option in the States. I do know that it is seen that way in particularly Asian countries. C foot, B foot, and I think in a lot of Europe as well. C foot, B foot is kind of seen as sort of like a 50-50 choice that you can pick pretty much at any level of flute. But definitely within North America, B foot joint is marketed as a professional spec, but it's not actually. So yes, tiny flutes for tiny people. Hey Beth, welcome back. Yes, I'm back on the grind. It feels really good to be back to do this. I'm so happy. Like I because my outlook on how I do these streams now has completely changed. We're just here to be nerds. That's it. And it's a safe space, you know. So I'm really happy. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna scream out that high D a few more times. So lower the volume if you need to. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of sit on that until I can at least have a better idea of where it wants to sit. Okay, I don't actually have to sit on it that much. It is exactly what I think. I do need to tilt my head back, open it up more, and then really focus on keeping that air bubble as high as possible. Right now, I am feeling it essentially against the top of the back of my teeth when I've tilted back and opened up a lot. It is, yeah, I can do it. So I discovered that I can do the high D as a harmonic on low C on which flutes were they? Let me just look at my, I'm just having a brain fart right now. He's such a sweetheart, by the way. Perry Alcon's head joints. So, which by the way, Perry's, I met him at NFA last year. He's such a freaking sweetheart. I love him so much. He actually showed up during that stream and he was like, yeah, you hit the nail right on the head. That's exactly how I like to play. I'm like, yeah. So yeah, but I discovered on his head joints that I could hit up to the high D. That was wild. But his, I would say, I think I actually found the high D easier on his head joint than even on mine right now. Like this one, I do need to do a little bit of gymnastics in order to get it out, but okay. Feeling pretty good. So what I've learned today is high notes, my high notes need to sit behind the teeth, including the high G. So yes, lower, but the space needs to be behind the teeth. Okay, cool. I'm not going to beat the dead horse to death. That feels good. So we're going to keep on trucking along. All right. So we're going to head down to Moyes de la sonorite, and we are doing page 23, exercise 4. It's not actually numbered. There's just 4 exercises here, but we are going to add the reverse taper. I think that that's going to be really, really awesome for me to experiment with. This year, I made a discovery about all flutes. Like this is a common denominator that I learned exists. So whenever I make my little maps of like the inside of the mouth, of like where each note sits in the mouth, that map is only applicable when you play mezzo forte. When you play piano, that whole map shifts forward. So wherever I mapped it for mezzo forte, I have to shift it forward if it's softer. Because when it's softer, the air bubble is smaller and your airstream behind it is also smaller, tinier, narrower. So because everything is smaller, I noticed that the only way to sustain it is if you push it forward. So the smaller it gets, the more forward in the mouth it needs to sit. And then on the flip side of the coin is if it's really loud. If it's really loud, that air bubble is going to be huge. And it needs to retract into the mouth. So you take your whole mezzo forte map, and if it's loud, shove it further back into the mouth. So yeah. So Saturday, you can try this. So there's a lot of piano, right? A lot of soft notes. What you want to do is shove the air bubble more forward, the softer it gets. So if I am doing a full reverse taper, essentially what I'm going to start with is like a tiny, tiny air bubble as forward as I can. And then as the air bubble grows and as my airstream gets bigger, I will retract it into the mouth. And then that should help me sustain it. So yeah, I am excited to try this now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Try that Saturday. Let me know. After you've tried it, let me know in another stream if it worked for you. So yeah, this is a discovery I made during my streams, my review streams this year. So this is very, very fresh. Very, very fresh discovery. Yeah, it just reminds me. I heard from a lot of you guys that my review videos taught you guys how to play the flute. And apparently I got a bunch of you guys into music school without a private teacher. And that is wild to me. But now that I think of it, even I'm learning from my own reviews. So I feel like I'm in this with you guys. I'm not really like teaching because I already know it. I'm teaching concepts that I'm learning on the job. And I'm learning right alongside you guys. And I find that is so beautiful. Like, I find that is so, it's just the best because I feel like that really highlights the fact that we're all just enjoying this for the sake of enjoying it, you know? It is kind of like free lessons, I suppose. But like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel it's wild to me. It's wild. Um, there were several people who came up to me saying that they didn't have access to private lessons, so they watched my videos, and I was just like, dang, I'm so proud of you. What the heck? I basically had students that I didn't know about. Oh, you've been learning a lot too. I'm so glad, Virkosen. It's more casual and just fun. Exactly. Like, that's what I want this to be. Like, I want this to be just super casual and fun, and like that's what it's supposed to be, you know? Like, what else are we all here for, you know, but to just have fun playing the flute, right? So, okay. It's not too slobbery. So we're going to let ourselves play a bit. So we are on the fourth exercise of page 23 of the Moyes de la Sonorite. I can no longer find a reliable PDF for you guys, so I just linked the Flute Center product page for it, and you guys can use my code JAF for 10% off your entire order, okay? Just whatever, okay? I can get you a discount at least. So, but that's why that link has changed in the video description. But anyway, we're going to try this out. So we're going to do a bit of a reverse taper. So on each one, we're going to go from nothing to pianissimo, pianissimo to piano, then piano to mezzoforte. Excuse me, piano to mezzoforte, mezzoforte to forte, and then forte to fortissimo. Okay, let's try it. Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot to switch microphones. Sorry about that. But regardless, it cracked towards the end, so I think I need to increase the size of the air bubble. I think I'm not increasing the size of the air bubble enough. So when I put more air into it, it's increasing the air speed and thus cracking up an octave. So we're going to back it up to mezzo forte, going to forte. Okay, so what I'm really feeling right now is when I grow my air bubble, I tend to try to grow it taller instead of really growing it both ways. In fact, I think this is actually when I grow the air bubble extremely. I'm noticing that on my head joint here, I need to kind of grow lower. But it really could just be because this note is so low. So low notes want to sit low in the mouth. So it makes sense that as I grow larger, like as the air bubble grows bigger, it needs to come back, as we were saying, but it needs to stay low. So I think that's why I'm feeling like I have to kind of like open up into my lower jaw area. So, okay, learned something from there. We're going to keep going. Hey, Victor. Illustrator Fantasies, hello. How are you? Did you go by a different username before? If you did, please let me know so I know who you are. Just want to make sure that I acknowledge you, you know. Viracosa, you feel a jazz waltz fits here? Is that your cue to transcribe it? Do it up, man. Do it up. Okay, here we go. Now for G. Okay, I can hear that one wanting to crack. So I'm guessing again, air bubble needs to grow more. I'm going to guess it again needs to grow a little bit lower than I'm currently doing. Because yeah, the amount of air I'm putting in is getting kind of like squished into too small of an opening, and thus it's going too fast. So, okay, trying mezzo forte to forte again. I think I'm overdoing it a bit, but then again, I'm kind of testing my my upper limit as well. I'm noticing I have to open more up on the sides as well. So I'm going to experiment with that. I'm going back to mezzo forte to forte. Yeah, so what I'm really realizing is when I grow my air bubble, I need to actually grow it like an oblong bean this way. So I'm going from like a tiny circle to like this. And then that gets that really big sound. Okay, all right. How am I getting such a soft attack? So, are you talking about the attack on every note regardless of dynamic, or are you talking about from when I go from like super quiet? I can answer both because they kind of are the same answer. So your tongue, because you know we're talking about how like soft notes needs to sit forward, loud notes need to sit further back. This will affect where your tongue hits it too. Because in order to get the cleanest, lightest, crispest attack, wherever your air bubble wants to be, the tip of your tongue, and depending on the flute, some flutes like a really narrow kind of tip of the tongue. Other flutes are more forgiving and they will allow you to kind of use like a wider tip of your tongue. So, you know, actually head joint shopping, part of it is that you are looking for a head joint that fits like the shape of your tongue too. So, but anyway, that's a side note. Regardless, the tip of your tongue needs to hit the back of the air bubble. So if your air bubble is moving forward and back, that will affect where your tongue needs to hit. So the softer you play, the more forward your tongue has to be, you know, like between the teeth or something like that. And then the further back your air bubble is, the further back your tongue needs to be. So you will find that, like, for really loud notes, you might end up tonguing more behind your teeth, maybe even the roof of your mouth, etc., etc. So, like, it's just wherever the air bubble is, your tongue needs to hit the back of that air bubble. That's the lightest, crispest, like, softest attack that you can get. Soft attack on piano. Well, I kind of answered that. So since your air bubble needs to be really forward, your tongue needs to be super forward, right? So now, if you're doing the actual full reverse taper where you're going from nothing to something, you're just straight up not tonguing the beginning of it. So anytime you're going from like just that little like easing in, no tongue whatsoever. You're just, you know, you're just who basically into it. But if you are tonguing softly on the piano, that air bubble probably needs to sit more forward than you think it needs to, based on where you usually play that note at mezzo forte. So a little bit more forward, and then put your tongue behind where that air bubble is, and it'll be light and crisp. Yeah. So yeah, I think in some instances it will feel like you're going foo, because maybe it's so far forward that, you know, you have to. Depends on the flute, depends on the player. So yeah. Of course, yeah. Reverse taper, aim your air too high, then gradually lower the air angle to hit the riser. Yeah, because that will aid in the transition. Yeah, absolutely. Nobody wants to crack the first dang note of a piece. I know. The first note of a piece that I'm thinking of that absolutely everyone is scared to crack is the first note of the Poulenc Sonata. Because I think it's a high E, right? Isn't it a high E? Yeah, it's a high E. You know, like, it's just, everyone's just like, on that high E. Because you also don't want to punch it out, because you don't want it to sound like, you know, like, not cute. So, like, you know, if you put this in mind where, like, you want to find first where your high E sits when you play mezzo forte, right? Then make the air bubble smaller and shove it and see how forward it wants to be, right? Then from there, then you'll know where to put your tongue, because your tongue needs to be behind that tiny little air bubble. So yeah, y'all feel me. Oh, Prokofiev too, hey? Oh yeah. Like, even at the very beginning, even though it says mezzo forte, people don't like to play it like you're punching it, if that makes sense. So the andante is a really good place to kind of mess around with these dynamic things too. Yeah, for sure. Anyway, that's what we're working on right now. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Let's do B. Not quite. Okay, so that one is already like way more comfortable for me because it doesn't sit so low in the mouth. So that one worked better. So we learned something. We learned something about my low notes. I need to make sure that when I grow the air bubble, I actually grow it low enough. What does Prokofiev in Wednesday this season mean? What, this season of what? I'm so curious now. Yes, yes. The breathing out through your nose and then switching to the mouth is so nice because it helps you actually get your air moving and not stuttering. It's really good for that. Season of the show. Oh, they're playing Prokofiev in it? Victor, thank you so much. Interesting. Yeah, so I definitely could feel that for the like forte fortissimo, I'm actually tonguing against the roof of my mouth. That's actually wild. Oh, Wednesday plays cello on the show. I feel like I saw mention of this on Reddit somewhere. Okay. So good. Don't you love it when like classical pieces make it into like mainstream media? It just tickles me every time. If you guys haven't seen the trailer for Sunday, the character in Honkai Star Rail, y'all need to look it up. Just look up like Honkai Star Rail Sunday trailer and you'll find it. And it's so good. He plays the piano. I really love this character. I don't know if you can tell. I pulled for him and his light cone, which is his weapon in the game, and I use him in every team. He's so good. Oh my god, wonderful. Such a soft boy. You know, I love my soft boys. But anyway, his trailer is stunning and has classical music in it. So yeah. Don't you love it when it like, you know, appears in the media that you consume? It's so good. Okay, we keep going. Okay, what I learned from that one was I do need to make sure the aperture between my lips also grows. I think I wasn't doing it quite enough on the E flat before this because I kind of felt like something wasn't quite right. But okay, that's the next thing we're learning. We keep going. Oh, I'm going to need to end soon. Oh, well, whatever. have heard of Sound Euphonium. I feel like I really need to watch that one. Your Lie in April too, right? Your Lie in April also has like violin, piano type stuff, right? Something like that. I've heard both are really good. And yes, I have heard of the spin-off, Liz and the Bluebird, and that the main character plays the flute. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think one thing I really appreciated from the bits that I have seen here and there from Sound Euphonium is just the accuracy in the portrayal of the instruments. Like, you can tell that those artists either play the instruments themselves and or they studied like what the instrument is. Each instrument. It's accurate. Like, the way that they animate them playing it, like, you know, breathing and stuff like that, insanely accurate. Piano no Mori. Ooh, about Chopin Piano Concerto. I love this. I love this so much. Oh, yeah. Inspirational too, with a wanting to get better art. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, and that's for Sound Euphonium, right? Oh my god. They actually hired pianists of the respective countries to play the characters' performances for Piano no Mori. That's amazing. Oh my god. Oh, I love it when they do that, when they go to that extent. That's some love of the art, man. Like, I love it when they do that. Okay, we do the last two notes. Sound Euphonium on the way to NFA. That's so sweet. Oh, I love that. I was listening to Claire Obscure, Expedition 33 on the flight over. Like, that was the only thing I listened to. That is, I like hearing about what you guys do for your musical ruts. For me, it's video game music for sure. Like, it really gets me out of kind of like diving into myself too much, and like just brings me back to just the pure enjoyment of music, which I feel that as a musician, it is very easy to lose the love of just the pure enjoyment of music. It's very easy to lose it. So, you know, yeah, video game music really kind of takes me out of that rut. So, oh, I love that. Man, that's so nice. Okay, last one. We're going to do Be Natural. Oh, that's pretty loud. Woo! Sam, video game music is underrated in your opinion, doesn't get talked about as much as you'd like. You are in good company, because I learned video game music for fun. that's actually what I'm doing here. I'm going to be learning and memorizing Alysia from Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. Oh my god. My favorite track is probably everyone's favorite track from Clair Obscur. It's I can never say it correctly, so I'm going to look it up really quickly and attempt my horrible French. Give me a moment. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Let's see. Clair Obscur, where are you? There you are. So, my favorite track is Un Vieux Timer. It's One Life to Love in French. Track 60 from Clair Obscur Expedition 33 original soundtrack. It is so good. It is so good. Oh my god. I walked down the aisle. My bridal processional, okay, when I got married was Challengers from the League of Legends orchestral soundtrack. Bom, 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 bom. You know, oh my god, it was amazing. We cranked up the volume to the absolute max that the speakers would go in our venue, and I walked down the aisle to that. That was my bridal processional. Like most of our wedding music was video game music. It was like with a smattering of anime music, but like most of it was video game music. Our poor bartender like was unfortunately, depending on how you think of it, was listening to Animal Crossing music, like Animal Crossing like remixes the entire night. But like we thought about it afterwards and we're like, oh my god, I hope they weren't just driven up a wall. But it was like really like chill music. We wanted that kind of chill vibe in the bar area. So yeah. Are you the Sam? I thought that you were probably the Sam that we hung out, we had coffee. So yeah, it's just like, yeah, if you haven't listened to Clair Obscur, like you need to, like, you need to play it. Y'all need to play it. It is so good. You're welcome, Victor. You have to listen to more video game music. Yeah, you do. You really do. You don't even have to play the game, okay? Just any of the Genshin soundtracks, Honkai Star Rail, Clair Obscur, Haunty is amazing. Hollow Knight. Yeah, Hollow Knight is gorgeous. It's very chamber music like. And Chained Echoes. I love Chained Echoes. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, there's so many. We just finished Metaphor Refantasio. Metaphor Refantasio was amazing. I embarrassingly put in like, I think like 125 hours into that game. It's a long game. Yes, Sam. Okay, great. So I hope you're doing well, man. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. And we're going to be, I'm going to practice for a little bit longer, and then we're going to do a bit of a scene change. I'm going to restart the stream into an AMA, and then y'all can just ask me questions. I was going to grab a coffee. That's really what the break is for, because I'm going to grab a coffee, and then we're just going to sit and talk for a couple of hours. All right? Like you said, you're missing out. It's okay, Vericosin. You're missing out now, but you can join in like right now. So look up some stuff. It's gorgeous. The stuff is gorgeous. Oh, Final Fantasy. Any of the Final Fantasies. Especially, I started listening to Final Fantasy 14 because that's when I met my husband, was when it came out. And then, so he immediately started to share the soundtrack with me. And it's just so good. Yeah. Final Fantasy 14. It's so good. Octopath Traveler, also really good. very very symphonic, just wonderful. What's the other one we played? So Final Fantasy, Octopath Traveler. Oh, I don't know. There's just so many. Yeah. Yeah, video game music at my wedding is iconic. Yeah, we loved it because if you don't play the games, you would have no idea you're listening to video game music. Like, you would have no idea. Absolutely no idea. But, like, yeah, our first dance is Everything's All Right from To the Moon. I haven't actually played To the Moon. Apparently, it's just going to make you cry and cry and cry and cry. But that is our song. Our song is Everything's All Right. And yeah, just everything was from video game music. Like, I think it was only maybe like just a handful of tracks that weren't. So, yeah. Hey, no worries. Was the Burkhart tribute concert amazing and emotional? I'm so glad you went to that. That's fantastic. It's okay. Next time, I'll show up in the next one because the next one is on my turf, guys. Okay, the next one is in Portland. Y'all are coming to my neck of the woods. All right, Pacific Northwest. Okay, so we finished that. I'm just going to skip number 3 because sometimes that's just the way it is. We're just going to skip number 3. And I'm going to learn a little bit of, or like memorize a little bit of Alysia from Clair Obscur. This part that I am playing is, it's sung. So this is actually voice. So I will be essentially like keeping in mind how the singer sings through this part. But one of the reasons why I am playing this for you guys is because this is actually the opening of the game. So you open the game. This is the menu music. So like immediately upon opening the game, this is what you hear, and it is freaking gorgeous. So I am just using a fan transcription, which I think I linked below for you guys to follow along. But yeah, here we go. Not quite right. So if you're following along, you may have noticed that I already corrected one note. So I think this might be another spot. There's that taper. Okay, I want to look up another transcription just to kind of figure out what I need to figure out. I think what I actually need to do is make my own arrangement of this. Alysia Expedition 33. Solo. So if we look up, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna read off of another version just for the middle part. It's not quite what I'm looking for. Let's see. The piano ones may be what I'm looking for. But they're like really hard to read because you know, the melody is just kind of going everywhere. Okay, let's see if I can find what I'm looking for here. Okay, this is the version I'm looking for. So, in this middle section, there's like several instruments actually kind of like tagging each other in and out. And I think this version here is the more accurate one. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to need to do my own homework. I think make my own arrangement of this. And then play off of that. But for now, we will do a little bit of loose memorization. So I caught myself tonguing too far forward and it cracked my notes low. So, okay. All right. I just want to like see if I got that beginning part. Okay. F minor. Got it. Okay. 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 Once more, just the beginning. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. I think I got it. Third time. Don't know what the next note is. It's F minor. Got it. Okay. 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 I just need to remember the F minors. F, C minor, F minor. Okay, here we go. Guys, you got to listen to this, okay? Just look up Alysia Claire Obscure. It's literally the first track of Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Look it up on Spotify. That is how, like, you open the game and that's what you hear. It is, you just end up sitting on the menu screen just being like, it's so good. Hey, Luring, how are you? Oh, Noelle, thank you so much. Oh, like, if you want to hear me open up with my playing, it's video game music. Like, I just open right up. So it's freaking gorgeous. Victor, thank you so much. Okay, well, we learned a bit of that. So I think what we need to do is next time, I'm actually going to kind of like fiddle around a little bit with our practice list for next time. I think I will want to, before revisiting the E-Bear, we are going to do the Moyes 480 exercises. So this is Moyes 480. I'm writing this down for next time. So this is number 368. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, I do have the practice checklist written down in the video description, and this is for people who are, who can't read what's on the screen. You can have it read out to you from the video description. So I just wanted to make sure that that is accessible to people. But there we go. Okay, so I am going to change track now. I'm just going to end the stream really quickly, and then we're going to restart the stream into the AMA, the Ask Me Anything. So we're just gonna hang out. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and that's totally TMI, but I need to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and grab myself a little cup of cold brew, and then we're just gonna chat for 2 hours. Okay, guys? So let me make this go away. Oh, isn't that cute? I know. Those animations are built into OBS. Okay, I didn't actually do anything special. But yes, intermission time. Don't fall into the toilet bowl. Thank you. I definitely needed that reminder. Okay. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Oh, it's magic. Okay, so I will see you guys in a hot second. We are going to just go onto the goodbye screen for like, I don't know, just a bit, like 10 seconds or so. And then you guys are going to see that I'll end the stream. And then I'm going to immediately restart it and just put you guys on the lobby. And you guys can just you guys can go to the bathroom too. Go get yourself a coffee, tea, soda, whatever, water, etc., whatever it is, sparkling water. Okay, get your drink of choice, and then we're just going to hang out. Okay, so here we go. See you guys in just a little bit.